You said FSCJ was your only real offer come out of high school. Did you feel any type of way just having that sole offer from FSCJ, or did you feel like it was just a blessing to have that opportunity?
I feel like it was a blessing to just have that opportunity somewhere to go play basketball and further my education. So I just took that as another way to just get better. And then going the JUCO route, you can still go D1, D2. You can still go to them levels from JUCO. So I just took it as a blessing.
What would you tell somebody that's right now, maybe in high school or even in college, looking to make it to another level? Like, what would you say to somebody that's stuck on where they're getting recruited or where they are? Like, what would you tell them?
I tell them to go where you want it. Go where you want it, because that's the ultimate goal. Go where you want it, because any coach can tell you anything, and then you get up there, you don't get the plan, or you get up there and it ain't really like you don't fit into the system. It ain't what it seems. So I just say go where you want it.
For sure. You mentioned FSCJ, you signed to FSCJ. Talk to me
Mm-hmm.
about getting up there and what it was like when you first got up there your freshman year.
I actually kind of liked it because I knew one of the players coming in because he played at Mainland in Daytona Beach. He played at Mainland, so we already kind of had like a bond coming in, and we was all living in the same apartment. So I kind of liked it, just teaming up with him, and we had a great group of guys my freshman year. I liked that team as well.
What was it like adjusting to the college game, fresh out of high school, fresh out of Deltona High School to the JUCO game? What was it like adjusting to the game?
Really, when my first game, we played Northwest Florida. That was the reigning national championships for JUCO, and then that was just a real deal wake up call because the game is way faster, way aggressive, like more aggressive, and then air like because they trying to go somewhere too. You know what I'm saying? So everybody was aggressive. It's a big transition. Like you got to really put on your big boy pants if you like. Think people think JUCO sweet is not sweet.
Yeah, I agree, bro. Like we played in our in our jamboree, we played South Georgia Tech, we played
Yeah,
um I can't even remember all the teams we played, but we didn't get no Northwest Florida game. Like we didn't get a Chipola Northwest Florida, like a big
yeah,
game. But even still, like I remember going to the jamborees, like, damn, this shit is definitely like different. Like it's
yeah,
definitely everything you just said, people think I didn't think it was sweet, but I definitely thought I was gonna be able to just come
yeah.
in
The
and
stuff you can get away in high school, you can't get away in college.
yeah,
Nah,
it's definitely a big difference. I would say I tell that to people all the time. Like people ask me about JUCO and stuff. What is it like? Because a lot of people like they don't have no idea. They just either don't know at all or they just watch Last Chance U or like something like
right.
that. Like they don't have no real idea. Like give people like the real deal, like what JUCO is like for you. Because I know for me it wasn't sweet on the court, off the court.
Nah, not
Period.
on the court, off the court. Nah, none of that.
So give everybody like a picture of what you experienced and some of the stuff you experienced being at a JUCO at Jacksonville.
Um, uh, I mean, it's not like what you see at Last Chance U, none of that. You know what I'm saying? It really depends on what JUCO you go to, for real. But just basketball wise, you just got to be mentally locked in because you're gonna have practice every day. You got to go get treatment. That's the main thing in college. You got to get treatment. Um, you got to be locked in. You got to come on every game ready to play. You can't, you know what I'm saying, let the coaches get to your head. You just got to go out there and ball and do what you know what I'm saying, do what you know how to do best.
For sure. I feel like my time in JUCO, I made it out, but like I feel like my freshman year, especially, I wasn't where I need to be mentally. Like I went to
Yeah,
my school, I played. I at the beginning of the year, my freshman year, I was playing like pretty good minutes for a freshman. I just wanted to make sure I got on the court. I didn't want to be one of them freshmen that was just sitting on the bench not doing nothing. So like I just
right.
wanted to get on the court. My first couple of games, I was playing pretty good minutes, and then we got to conference play. Like I had like 5 or 6 DNPs in a row. And like I
Mm-hmm.
never in my life in any sport,
Had that,
any time
right.
ever sat on the bench for a long period of time, let alone a DNP. So like when I went through that, like I was sad, I was
Yeah.
crying, everything. Do I want to keep playing basketball? All kind of stuff. But if I wouldn't have, I just kept working through it, and it ended up getting better. Like I ended up playing more towards the end of the season and stuff. But I feel like mentally, if I wouldn't have let it get to me as much as it did, I would have had a better year. So I feel you on that. Like you just got to be locked in every game. You can't take nobody lightly because you'll get beat. Like I know we played y'all this year. Y'all went up on us by like 15 points in the first half, and we ended up winning the game at the end. Like there's no slacking off at no point.
Right.
So, since you've been in college these past 2 years and you were in high school, like what do you think some of the keys are to being a successful student athlete?
Studying, eating right, just being focused, you know what I'm saying? You're away from home. You think you can just not go to bed on time. Nah, you got to go to bed on time, wake up for school, you know what I'm saying? You don't got nobody like hounding you, go to school. So you really just got to be your own person and just grow up.
How important is time management being a student athlete at this level, especially?
Oh, very important. Time management is very important. I would say critical. I would say critical. Yeah. I would say critical. Yeah.
Everybody, anytime I ask that question on the show, like what's the important parts about being a student athlete? One of the first things that has to come up is time management. You kind of got to it, but you didn't say exactly time management. You were talking about going to sleep on time, making sure you're at class.
Yeah.
But like all of that is like all tied into
time management. Yeah, you got to manage. Yeah, you definitely got to manage that. Study hall, weights, practice, homework, test. Like you got to manage everything. Class, going to sleep on time.
It's definitely a lot. I feel like a lot of people that they see student athletes and they feel like, oh, they're just in college. They didn't earn it. They get everything for free. They don't have to do their work. Like the stuff that you like that I've heard people say all kind of stuff. They think we don't do nothing, but really it's not that. Like it's real hard.
It's really not what it seems.
I would say it's probably harder than just being a regular student, because regular students, like you obviously got to go to class still. You got to do your work, study, whatever you got to do to get your work done. But we got so much stuff like other than school that we got to do, and we still got to keep our grades at a certain level or we can't play. If a regular student can skip class and it not be nothing. If we skip, our coach is going to know.
Getting called. Exactly.
Yeah, so I feel like it's more than what people think, really. Like only people that don't know feel that kind of way, like I was describing. But for sure, I don't think saying all that, we're not saying it's impossible though. I don't think it's definitely not impossible. We've been doing it for 3 years now, 10 years if you count all the school we did before this. So it's not impossible, but it's definitely not an easy task for sure.